Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $5 Lucky Times 10 ticket. This is part of the December 2023 series of tickets coming out in Texas. This ticket's about 2 weeks old by now, but I'm just getting this video out. Now, this is not your typical number match game. Instead, this is a symbol match game. And so to me, man, it would be a lot easier to miss wins on a symbol match game like this than number match games. So please be careful if you are playing this. Make sure you scan your tickets. There is one additional feature on this. If you find the symbol that has the circle around it here in your lucky symbol section, you win 10 times the prize. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.09, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $100,000. And I know I mentioned this on every Texas $5 ticket, but to me, like whenever I think about playing a scratch ticket, I always think about, is the wager worth the top prize at the odds that they are giving? And so to me, to wager $5 for a $100,000 prize, and it's going to be even less after taxes, at worse than 1 in a million odds, to me that just doesn't make sense. And so just for the top prize, I really feel like Texas is cheaping out on these $5 tickets. Texas knows that they can make a lot of money off of you with these $5 tickets, and so they're really cheaping out, not just on the top prizes, but on the value of the ticket overall, which we'll see in a little while. But yeah, I mean, just based on the top prize, I probably wouldn't play this ticket. It's just not appealing at the odds that they're offering. So that's really the only thing that stands out on the prize structure. I can talk about taxes in Texas. For any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. And I don't view that tax money as part of the value of the game because it never hits your wallet. And so that's going to change how I view the top prize. So instead of $100,000, I'm going to view this as $76,000, which makes it even less appealing. I mean, there's no way a $5 wager for a $76,000 top prize at odds of 1 in 1.2 million are worth the wager. Anyways, with that prize adjustment at the top there, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 67 and 68%. And this is lower than the minimum payout that we look for all tickets. There is no reason ever for a state to put out a scratch ticket with less than 70% payout because states can make plenty of money in that 70% range. And so for Texas to do this, it just shows their disregard and disrespect for you, the customer. So, I mean, if it were me, there's no way I would be playing $5 tickets in Texas. The payout's not there, and Texas needs to get its act together and do a better job with the payouts on their $5 tickets for sure. The other thing about the payout that I'll mention is that this 67% does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which very few people are going to be winning, which means there aren't many people that are even going to see a 67% payout on this game. And so what we want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who's not winning those top tier prizes? And so in order to do that, we are going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens right here in the middle of the prize structure at the $100 prize. So if you are playing these tickets for some reason, when you do win, you will expect to see a prize somewhere between $5 and $100. Now, there at the $100 prize level, the split is about 52-48, so pretty close to half and half. 52% of these $100 prizes are going to be included here in the bottom 99% of prizes and are going to be available to, all people regardless of how lucky you are. The other 48% of these $100 prizes are going to fall here in the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really, really tough to hit. If you want to know the odds, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you can see the odds are about 1 in every 409 tickets to win a top 1% prize. So, you're easily in over $2,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that is important to keep in mind if you are playing this game. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the value of all of these top 1% prizes and subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that is going to leave us with the payout of just these bottom 99% of prizes here. And that, that's where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. So we want to know what that number is going to be. And when we do that, we find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 57 and 58%. Now, this is also below the minimum 60% that we look for bottom 99% payout. So this is reason number two, like really good reason number two, not to play this game. Once you get here in the 50% range for the bottom 99% payout, it's just a really, really tough ticket for the average person. And so, you're losing your money so fast that, in my opinion, it's not fun to play. And so if you're not going to have fun playing it and you're going to be losing your money like crazy, like to me, just leave it on the shelf. Don't waste your money trying to win on this ticket. Now here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $5 tickets. And so this Lucky times 10 ticket data points all the way over here on the right. And we did get a little bit of a decrease in value from the previous Wild 7 ticket that came out in November. Usually I say when you see a decrease, don't play the ticket. But in Texas, there are no good $5 tickets. So it doesn't matter to me if it's an increase or a decrease. All of these tickets are trash. They stink. Texas Lottery should be embarrassed of putting them out. But if you are playing $5 tickets for some crazy reason, excuse me, in green up here, you see the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, the most valuable ticket we've seen come out in Texas for $5 is the Quick 500 ticket that has a 68% payout. But notice this is the best $5 ticket. It is still below the minimum that we look for all tickets, including $1, $2, $3 tickets. So, I mean, these tickets really, really stink. If you're playing for odds, the 777 multiplier is tied with the Ruby Mine 9X ticket for the best odds. If you're more of a conservative player and you want to lose as little money as possible, Super Cash Word would be the ticket you would want to play. This one did come in over the 60% minimum that we look for there. And then if you are more of a high roller and you want to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the Holiday 777 ticket would be the one you would want to play. And then over on the right, we are keeping track of top prizes, excuse me. And this may be a little bit dated because I made this PowerPoint about a week and a half ago. So yeah, those numbers may look a little different now. Now here on this page, we are ranking Texas $5 tickets based on overall payout. And this Lucky times 10 ticket with a 67 right here. So in 10th place. So this is, this ticket's right in the middle of the list. Again, like all of these tickets are trash. I don't recommend playing any of them. But if you are playing $5 tickets, you've got quite a few tickets that are better than this one. Here is the comparison or the list ranking the bottom 99% payout and Lucky times 10, 10th place again. And so again, you've got, quite a few tickets that are friendlier to the average player than this one as well. Now here on this page is where we get to compare tickets across states. 60, not good enough to make this list. So that just shows you how bad Texas $5 tickets are, that they can't even get in the top 35 tickets that we've looked at. We're only comparing, it's not like we're comparing all 50 states here. We're comparing 6 states, and Texas can't get on that list. It's only got 2 tickets, as a matter of fact, on the list. And so, yeah, I mean, Texas is not competitive with other states when it comes to $5 tickets. You can see, Florida, California at 68, 69% payout. Then you get to Georgia, 70, 71%. And then Massachusetts, and this is where we really want to focus. Massachusetts, regularly putting out $5 tickets at 76% payout. Massachusetts is the only state that has $5 ticket values where they should be. Every other state is just royally ripping off its customers, and Texas is almost the king of the ripoff. New York, I think, is the king of the ripoff, but maybe Texas we can say is the queen of the ripoff. But anyways, we have to ask the question, just like we do in every video, if Massachusetts can regularly put out $5 tickets at 76% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why in the world does Texas feel like it has to put out $5 tickets at 67% payout? That is 9 percentage point difference between what Massachusetts is doing and what Texas is doing. And 9%, that's a huge amount of money when you consider how much money goes into making just one game. One game could easily have 10 million tickets as a part of it that make up the full game. If you multiply that 10 million times the $5 price tag, that's $50 million just for one game. And 9% of 50 million is $4.5 million that the Massachusetts Lottery feels like it can put into the hands of its customers who are paying their hard-earned money to play these games, that the Texas Lottery is greedily just sticking in its pockets and doing who knows what with. I'm sure that the Texas Lottery folks they're making huge bonuses this year because Texas is making a killing off of its customers. It is so disrespectful. Words, really, there aren't words to express how bad it is what Texas is. It ought to be illegal. That's the word. Here on this page, this is the comparison across states for the bottom 99% payout, so friendliness to the average player. 57% is good enough to make this list. So we have the Lucky x10 in 28th place overall. Again, this is a really tough ticket for the average folks. You really have to be in the top 18 before you're getting tickets that are like average to, pretty decent for average players. Now here on this list, these are some screenshots of the master list that I keep of tickets that I review on the channel. I just want to provide a little context around how bad these Texas $5 tickets are. In Massachusetts, the regular $1 ticket value is 69%. You've got $1 tickets from Massachusetts with more value than $5 tickets from Texas. That is a huge embarrassment. That is completely backwards. And yeah, whoever is running the Texas Lottery ought to be fired. That's how embarrassing and backwards this is. I kind of went to the extreme example first, but you've got $3. The best $3 ticket we've seen comes from Georgia, 71% value. So once again, you have a cheaper ticket with much more value than Texas $5 tickets. And then this month we had a $2 ticket come out of Georgia, 74% value. That's, what can we call this, 6.5% percentage points higher than what Texas $5 tickets are. Again, it's so embarrassing what Texas is doing, and it's really, really a shame what Texas is doing to its customers. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. You do see some $5 tickets from Massachusetts on this list, so we know it's possible. We just need Texas to quit ripping off its customers, get its act together, and put out some, decent tickets that its customers deserve. And then here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout, so, friendliness to the average player. Again, there are a couple of $5 tickets on this list, so we know it is possible. And again, we just need Texas to get its act together and put out some decent tickets. But that's about it for this new Texas Lottery $5 Lucky x10 ticket. I really encourage you to write into the Texas Lottery and demand better tickets. I recommend also that you don't buy these trash tickets. I recommend also, if you do like $5 tickets, find a scratcher from Massachusetts, go in on some books of $5 tickets from there. Scratch tickets are a losing venture anyway, so you definitely want to be buying into the best possible product you can. And right now, those are coming out of Massachusetts. So please be smart. If you see a YouTuber telling you to go out there and find some big winners, that guy does not care about you, and don't listen to him. He is not giving you good advice. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.